Hey, Queen. Welcome to another episode of the Wealthy Woman podcast. I am your host, Rebecca Barr, aka the Femalepreneur Coach, and I am so excited for today's episode. So, it's quite timely. It's something that's come up recently with my mastermind clients. That obviously, one thing as a business mentor that I feel really passionate about is that as a woman, you always have some kind of monthly recurring revenue coming into your business. So, some kind of offer or container where people can join you for the long haul. Whether that be 6 months, 12 months, so that you can build stability in your business, you can build consistent recurring revenue so that you can, add payment plans and give people even more options than ever to work with you. But the problem can be or the challenge, the opportunity, when you have, how do you market and sell an offer that is available to people all year round and give them a reason to join and jump in now rather than waiting until further down the line without discounting or live launching. So if you are interested in some simple strategies to market and sell your evergreen offer without having to discount or live launch or compromise any of your monthly recurring revenue, then this podcast episode today is for you. So I wanted to share with you 5 simple strategies that I use with my clients, which means that because again, as a business mentor, I fully believe in the power of having a consistent cash flow so that your business doesn't stop when you do. And for me personally, that has been a game changer. Having a young family, having multiple business interests, being a manifesting generator, like with ADHD, consistency is not my thing. Never has it ever really been. When I reflect on it now, I absolutely masked and pushed through in my corporate career. But where I thrive is having flexibility and freedom and being able to do my own thing in business. The only way that I'm able to do that without having then inconsistent revenue cycles and feast and famine cycles in my business is by having evergreen offers. That means that any point in time, any day of the week, I can receive sales in my business. And that is the beauty of being an entrepreneur, is that you have that power at your disposal. You can literally make money 365 days of the year. What other job or other walk of life can you do that? But it can be hard to maintain the excitement and to create these offers and position it to your audience as if it's something fresh. So therefore, it can be difficult to get that consistent lead gen and people coming into those offers unless you use these strategies. So I've encouraged my clients in my mastermind community to build out these longer term container offers that again enables them to build their consistent recurring revenue, that enables them to work at a deeper level with their clients. Because here's the thing, everybody works. When you commit to long-term transformation and growth, you're going to create more growth, more results, more miracles, and you're going to be a million miles from where you were. When you invest in sprints, 2-month programs, standalone courses, it's you're only going to get one result from that program or that course. You absolutely can get results from them, of course, but when you commit to your own transformation for the long haul and you're looking at things like 6 months, 12 months, 18 months working with a mentor, the level of growth is going to be next level. So that is what I encourage my clients to do, because I don't want them to also always be burning through their clients and their audience and then having to look for the next client. But where they have needed feedback and prompts is, okay, if I've got this program that is available all year round, what is the incentive now for my client to be able to jump in and invest now? Particularly because the reason that I've got that evergreen program is because I don't want to be live launching and I don't want feast and famine cycles in my business. How do I create consistent and predictable lead generation for that offer when it's the same thing that I was selling 6 months ago? So that's what I'll be sharing in this episode. So the first strategy I want to, assuming you've got a 6-month program, a 12-month program, the first strategy that I want to share with you, for me, selling is service, and never take for granted the opportunity that you and the privilege that you have right now to be a woman that can make money from your phone and from your home and around your other commitments in life, because the generations that came before us didn't. My mum had the opportunity to work at the co-op and trade her time for hours. She did not have the abundance of opportunities that we have now as women. And equally as a mum, it was like you were either a stay-at-home mum with your kids, or you were a working mum and probably feeling really bad about it, you know. She didn't have as many options available to her, so I never take that for granted. So for me, I've got two signature offers. I've got my academy and I've got my Wealthy Woman Mastermind. Those are my 2 points of focus. Other than that, everything else is kind of self-study, passive, micro offers, and obviously one-to-one and events, retreats, that sort of thing. But my main 2 points of focus are those two offers. So what I do is I continue to strive to make them better and better and better. I wrote a blog post on this, or maybe a social post on this week, just around the fact that I've now added even more value inside there. So when I first started with the mastermind, it was very much a typical mastermind online. Obviously wasn't as big an investment as it is now, but I had a conversation with a peer, and it really actually just sparked something in me. And I was saying, at the moment, it doesn't feel like that elevated experience that it should be. And I want to increase the price point. I want to be focusing on less communities and just going all in on like couple. What can I do to increase the price? And she was like, increase the value. And I was like, yeah, you're totally right. So then I added in my quarterly in-person elements. I added like onboarding VIP sessions with the women that joined us. I added like other opportunities for visibility, utilizing my connections and my network. So obviously in any business, you have to lean into the things that are uniquely great about you. And for me, it's the fact that I've got such a great network because I've done so much consultancy with other coaches over the years, 6, 7, and 8-figure coaches. So that means that I really get to that is a superpower. That is an opportunity for anybody that comes into my programs, that they also get the benefit of that. So therefore, why not leverage that inside my programs? So with that looked like just continuing to up the ante, up the value. So then I added in the retreats. We just came back from California. Next year is Portugal. I've also added in support coaches now, so that the women get the benefit not just from me, but from the support coaches. They also get access to my tech team. So again, that helps with some of the things that would have otherwise been an issue in helping them to get to their results, i.e., the tech element would have been a bit tricky. So now we take that away and we just make it even more inevitable for them to be successful. So what does that look like for you? That could be, if you're a fitness coach, adding in things like Zoom sessions, or it could be diet programs, shopping lists. It could be thinking a little bit bigger and adding more elements around mindset and wellness, and just so that the value is ever increasing. All of those people that have been sitting on the fence, that have been somewhat curious when it was at the original offer, and this is the thing, you can increase the price point then as you increase the value, which means, again, you don't have to worry about so many clients. It's just about the ones that are really meant to be there. So therefore, and I think if you continue to strive to make it better and better and commit to that excellence, that's a really great way to just if you somewhat had me when it was this, oh my God, now you've added this, 100% I'm there. I think that's a really great way to market just from a place of service and value. Number 2 is around creating urgency via bonuses. So you will never hear me talking about discounting and getting people off the fence by encouraging them through low ticket sales, not when it is a program. I mean, and there is a place for that. I obviously occasionally discount some of my self-study programs, if it's a birthday or a celebration or there's something fun going on. My audiobook will sometimes get discounted if there's, like, say, something going on, and it makes sense to do that as a celebration. That's fine, because it doesn't require any extra time or energy from me. Like, no harm, no foul. I'm not losing anything in that. But I'm not going to discount my one-to-one services or my mastermind, because I've written a separate blog post on this, so I will obviously pop it in the link. But I did this one year that I thought would be really cute and fun for my birthday. And I was like, yay, it's my birthday, celebrate with me. And throughout the day, I had incremental discounts on all of my signature programs. Now, it was a great opportunity to remind people how many offers and things and areas of expertise that I had. But what I actually ended up doing was pissing off my clients that were already in those programs, because I didn't realize that they were also getting the emails as well, and they were following along on my socials. So I actually ended up having to give out refunds and re-sign people up at the lower rate. So I actually lost money on that. And equally, I think I picked up a one-to-one client and she was just not aligned. She was only there because it was a discount and it was a bargain, and then the expectations weren't right. And I think, those who pay attention, and you want to work with those clients. So I don't ever encourage my clients to discount and get people in because it was cheap. Nobody wants to be chosen based on price, because then it's a race to the bottom, and that doesn't feel good. But what you can do is increase urgency and via bonuses. So that could be, for me, with the mastermind, anybody that joins this month gets the first, 2 people that joins, or anybody that joins this month gets an in-person VIP session. So again, anybody that was curious, that was interested, like, that's a bonus worth having. So it's got to be something that makes sense, either something that's going to enable them to get results quicker, to deepen their transformation, or something that's really going to be appreciated. If I add something in there that just doesn't make any sense, or make it make sense. If it doesn't make sense, then it's a completely pointless bonus and it's not going to be compelling. Another thing also is, if you have a program that is evergreen, like a coaching program or a membership or an academy, have a theme or a guest expert or a new topic or something each month, because again, it just builds new interest. So it could be like you're running a challenge. It could be, I've got this incredible guest expert coming in this month. I'm doing a sales sprint. I've got a client that has a detox thing. So every month is kind of different themes and parts of the body. So for somebody, again, that was curious, that would be their nudge to, like, and if you really were interested in this thing, get in now, because this month we're going to be doing, something around this topic that is of interest to you. And if you join us live, rather than waiting for the replays or joining at a future date, you get your questions answered, or something along those lines. And there is so much that goes on inside these programs that you can often overlook and forget to market to your wider socials, and you forget, like, the incredible value, and you're not doing enough to really leverage that opportunity. I always talk about being the queen of leverage, and it's because anything that I do, I'm going to get the most energetic bang for my buck. So if I've got a guest expert coming in, I'm promoting it before, during, and after. I've spent time and energy cultivating that relationship, or I'm paying for that expert, or I've done, there's a thought process behind it. So if I really believe that that's a good value bonus, and for the current members, why would people outside of that not be interested also? So that could be a way of doing it. The third thing is to always make sure that you've got a consistent flow of fresh eyes on your offers, i.e. leads into your business. And again, when you're busy in the delivery, it can be hard to forget about the front end of your business. I actually encourage my clients to utilize a 3-box method that I use in my business. So every week I sit down at the beginning of the week and I've got 3 boxes that I need to tick. One is to ensure that I have opportunities to increase my visibility and my audience beyond my current audience size. So that could be through paid or free collaborations, podcast interviews, guest expert sessions. I'm doing a summit this week. It could be just through really, like, engaging content and using all the hashtags and the growth strategies. But I've always got something that is getting me reach beyond my current audience. And obviously the Wealthy Woman TV show is obviously an opportunity for that. And some weeks you're going to have loads of things because you're going to have capacity, and some weeks you'll only have a couple or one. But as long as you have something, then you are going to be able to create consistency in terms of income and lead gen into your business. Then I'll have something that kind of nurtures my current audience. So this podcast episode. I write a blog post every week. I send out emails to my newsletter. that, and also delivering great content to your current audience. So that is nurturing the people that are already there. That's also delivery and delivering a good service to the people that are within your current programs. And then the third box is like leveraging all of that great stuff that you're doing and remembering to do that. So that is repurposing your content across other platforms. That is leveraging testimonials, asking for referrals, looking for affiliate commissions. It's like all of the great work that you've done this week, how do we make sure that that gets fully leveraged and optimized in your business? So as long as you're doing something in each of those boxes each week, you're going to be fine. But lead gen could be around like paid or organic lead generation. So this is where things like lead magnets come in. You always need to give people an opportunity to try before they buy and to get a sense of your energy. So have you got a lead magnet in your business right now? If you have, are you promoting it, or is it just sitting somewhere on a link tree, like just hoping to be picked at some point? Are you actively promoting it as if it was a paid offer? Because again, the more people you get onto your email list, the more people you get to the top of your funnel, i.e., giving them an opportunity to see what you can do for them as a professional or an expert, the more that you can then move them through that journey to a paid offer. And those are the people that have never seen this offer before. So you're going to be blowing their mind at the potential of what is possible for them. So you always, you don't want to exhaust the current audience with that. So you always need to make sure that you've got new eyes as well. The next one is leveraging the results of the people that are in your current programs. I always say the revenue is in the results, and the more or the revenue is in the reviews. So the more that you can get great testimonials, wins, feedback for your current clients, the more that you will be rewarded by that. Because for me, I always say, don't go with the mentor that shouts about how much money they make and how easily they made it, because in 99% of those situations, you can't replicate their success, because it's down to timing, because they're obviously a few steps ahead of you in their journey and maybe a couple of years on in their business journey. That was a snapshot of the potential that was available at that time doing what they're doing. But also they probably got a team by now. They are experts in respective fields. You don't have that. You can't replicate what they are currently doing. So don't work with the mentors that talk about how much money they make. Work with the mentors that talk about how much money or results that their clients get. And I always say, like, let your success be your noise. So for me, every week, I get feedback from the women, like, what are your wins this week? And then I will leverage those on socials, because again, it's not about me. It's about, I'm only as good as the results that the women get inside my programs and the feedback that they give me. And it's not always monetary wins, because again, I don't want to attract people that are just about the money, really in their masculine, very aggressive, not going to help anybody else on their journey. I want the women that want wholeness, that want to success and finances and wealth and a social life and meaningful relationships, and and good health and all of the things. So I will leverage all of those results and feedback, not just the financial ones, but also if you've got, so I had the retreat, for example, in September. If you've got things like in-person events or fun milestones or occasions that are coming up for your current community, like leverage that on socials. And right from the booking the venue, the I did like all of the gift bags, the deliveries when they came, packing the gift bags, the onboarding gifts as the women were receiving them. All of that created an element of FOMO and interest in the mastermind. And if you're going to be doing it anyway, then just make sure you're doing it to its fullest potential. So there was that. Then there is the last one, is just reminding people through your socials and through your content the true cost of not investing now. Sitting for another year, sitting for another 6 months, waiting till you've got more money, wait until you've got more time. The reality is that mindset costs you in the meantime, because your potential to make more money is unlimited. Like, there is no end of abundance and opportunities that are available to you, and income potential. You can only get your expenses down to zero. And sometimes people need that reminder that actually, what is the true cost of your clients waiting? Is that terrible health in the meantime? Is that compromised relationships, not being able to live a full life? Like, what is the true cost of them waiting to join your program and to be taken under your wing and to be supported by you, supported, seen, held? Like, what is the true cost? And sometimes you just need to remind people, as I said, through your content, of that intrinsic and tangible cost too. So just to recap, those 5 things, those 5 strategies are around continuing to just level up and commitment to excellence and mastery by continuing to make that offer better and better. And also that can be done in collaborative feedback with your audience and the people that are in the program. So as you're getting their feedback and implementing it, again, communicating that with the people that aren't quite yet in your program. It's creating urgency via bonuses or monthly themes or things that are going on inside your community anyway. It's always having fresh eyes and new lead generation, consistent flow of lead generation into your business. It's leveraging the results and the excitement around things that are happening within your communities at the moment. And then finally, reminding people of what the cost is of not actually investing and waiting, the intrinsic and the tangible. I'm like, what is the opposite of that? Intrinsic? Sorry, ladies, it's baby brain Israel. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode and it's give you some key takeaways. Obviously, if you're interested in the Wealthy Women Mastermind, or the Academy, I would love to have you. I'm going to pop the links for both. Please make sure you like, subscribe, comment. Let me know if you're going to be implementing, because I absolutely love to get that feedback. And I hope you have an incredible rest of your day. And I look forward to speaking with you on the next one.